Imagine the year 1942, World War II is at its peak, and the Allies are planning an ambitious operation. Operation Ironclad. The world is in turmoil, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Nestled in the Indian Ocean, the island of Madagascar has become a strategic chess piece in this global conflict. The British, with their allies, are gearing up to launch an audacious amphibious assault, the first of its kind in the war. Among the key battles that unfolded, the Battle of Madagascar stands out, a 6-month campaign that saw the Allies wrest control of the island from the Vichy French. The Battle of Diego Suarez, a pivotal part of this campaign, also deserves special mention, which was a fierce encounter that tested the mettle of the brave soldiers involved. This was the backdrop against which Operation Ironclad was set into motion. In the vast theater of World War II, one island held strategic importance that belied its size: Madagascar. Sitting astride the critical sea lanes of the Indian Ocean, it was a jewel that could not be ignored. But to secure this jewel, the Allies needed a plan. Through countless hours of planning and preparation, the Allies were ready. The organizers, recognizing the potential threat of Japanese submarines operating from Madagascar, saw the urgency in securing the island. The planning was led by key figures from the British High Command, such as General Sir Archibald Wavell, Admiral Sir James Somerville, and Lieutenant General Sir William Platt. Their task was complex and demanding. They needed to assemble a force capable of an amphibious assault, a feat that had not been attempted on such a scale since the disastrous Gallipoli campaign of World War I. The planning involved the coordination of elements from the British Army, Navy, and Air Force. The 29th Independent Infantry Brigade Group, 5th Infantry Division, and the 13th Infantry Brigade were among the forces marshaled for the operation. The Royal Navy also played a pivotal role, assembling a formidable fleet consisting of battleships, aircraft carriers, cruisers, and destroyers. The preparation was not just about strategic planning and assembling forces, it also involved extensive training and rehearsals. The men were trained in amphibious warfare, a new and challenging form of combat. They practiced landing drills, honed their skills, and familiarized themselves with the terrain of Madagascar using maps and aerial photographs. The Allies left no stone unturned. They studied the enemy, their strengths and their weaknesses. They gauged the Vichy French forces' capabilities and anticipated their responses. This meticulous preparation was not just about achieving victory, but also about minimizing casualties. This force was known as Force 121, led by Major General Robert Sturgis of the Royal Marines with Rear Admiral Edward Seifert, being placed in command of Naval Force H and the supporting Sea Force. The D-Day had arrived. The Allies were ready to make their move. It was the 5th day of May, 1942. The operation was codenamed Ironclad. The objective? To secure the Vichy French-controlled Madagascar, a strategic island guarding the Indian Ocean trade routes. The Allies, composed of British, South African and Rhodesian forces, initiated the operation with a naval bombardment. But, as they say, no battle plan survives first contact with the enemy. The landing forces soon faced unexpected resistance. The Vichy French soldiers, who the Allies had hoped would surrender without a fight, put up a staunch defense. The initial landings were at Courier Bay and Ambarata Bay. The troops at Courier Bay, despite facing heavy fire, managed to establish a beachhead. But at Ambarata Bay, the situation was different. The landing was met with such fierce resistance that the Allies had to withdraw, regroup, and rethink their strategy. The following day, the Allies decided to attempt a landing at a less fortified location, the Diego Suarez Bay. It was a risky move, but it paid off. They managed to establish a foothold and began to push inland. Despite the initial setbacks, the determination and resourcefulness of the Allied forces were commendable. They adapted to the situation, overcoming challenges and making tough decisions when it mattered most. They fought not only against the enemy but also against the harsh elements of the tropical island. This operation was a test of their mettle, a testament to their courage and tenacity. The landings were a crucial first step in the larger campaign, setting the stage for the battles that were yet to come. The Allies had set foot on Madagascar, but the battle was far from over. With the landing successful, it was time for the next phase, Operation Stream and Operation Line. Operation Stream was the first of these ground campaigns, tasked with capturing the city of Diego Suarez. This was no walk in the park. The city was heavily fortified and the Axis forces were ready to fight tooth and nail. The Allies knew they had to be strategic. They began their assault with a diversionary attack, drawing the enemy's attention away from their main target. Meanwhile, a larger force moved in from the south, pushing through the city's defenses. Despite the fierce resistance, the Allies were able to take control of Diego Suarez. This was a significant victory, but the battle was far from over. Next came Operation Line. The Allies now faced the daunting task of capturing the rest of Madagascar. The terrain was challenging, the weather unpredictable, and the enemy stubborn. But the Allies were determined. They implemented a series of offensive operations, using their superior numbers and equipment to their advantage. They pushed forward, capturing key towns and strategic points along the way. The campaign was grueling and tested the endurance of the soldiers, but step by step, town by town, they were making progress. Yet, the greatest test was not the physical battles, but the unseen enemy of disease. Malaria and other tropical diseases took a heavy toll on the troops. It was a harsh reminder of the realities of war, not just the bullets and bombs, but the environmental and health challenges that soldiers had to face. Despite these obstacles, the Allies pressed on. Their determination and strategic planning were paying off. Slowly but surely, they were gaining control over Madagascar. The Axis forces were being pushed back, their hold on the island weakening. The ground campaigns of Operation Stream and Operation Line were a testament to the resilience and strategic acumen of the Allied forces. They showcased the importance of careful planning, coordinated effort, and sheer determination in the face of adversity. The ground campaigns were a test of endurance and strategy for the Allies. The dust had settled, and the battles were over. But what was the aftermath? As the echoes of artillery fire faded, the impact of this crucial operation began to ripple through the annals of World War II. This operation marked a significant turning point. It wasn't just about gaining control over a Vichy French-held territory. It was about preventing the Axis powers from seizing this critical point in the Indian Ocean, as well as denying Imperial Japan of strategic ports. The operation's success ensured that the Allies maintained control of the sea lanes in the Indian Ocean, a win that greatly influenced the course of the war. But what about the immediate aftermath? Well, following the operation, the British military remained in Madagascar until the end of the war in 1945, ensuring stability and security on the island. The Vichy French administration was replaced with a Free French one, a move that was instrumental in rallying support for the Allied cause in other French colonies. The long-term effects on Madagascar, however, were profound. The operation exposed the island to the harsh realities of global conflict, disrupting its previously peaceful existence. The island's strategic importance during the war led to a significant increase in infrastructure development, particularly in the ports and transportation networks, which had lasting effects on the island's economy and society. Furthermore, the operation indirectly influenced Madagascar's path to independence. The exposure to international politics and the presence of foreign troops ignited a new sense of nationalism among the Malagasy people. This growing sentiment eventually led to Madagascar gaining independence from France in 1960. So, the aftermath was felt far beyond the sandy shores of Madagascar and the turbulent waters of the Indian Ocean. It impacted the course of World War II, influenced the political landscape of French colonies, and left an indelible mark on Madagascar's history and identity. Operation Ironclad was more than just a military operation. It was a turning point in the course of World War II. So there you have it. We've journeyed through the Allied preparation where nations united to strategize and equip themselves for the task ahead. We've landed on the shores of Madagascar, experiencing the tension and uncertainty of those first moments on foreign soil. We've navigated the complex terrain of Operation Stream and Operation Line, witnessing the determination and resilience of the ground campaigns. And we've felt the weight of the aftermath, the echoes of battles fought and lives forever changed. All these elements come together to tell the tale of Operation Ironclad, a narrative that underscores the strategic importance of this operation in the grand tapestry of World War II. A tale of human courage, strategic brilliance, and the indomitable spirit of unity against a common enemy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more historical stories. Until next time, keep exploring history.